And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 29 on the 75th of April, day 862 of the quarantine. I'm TJ.
And I'm Kent, and those are real numbers.
Absolutely. And joining us tonight is the ever so lovely Genevieve Jones from Beyond the Unknown. Genevieve, welcome to the show.
Hey guys, good to see you again.
Absolutely. So, those of you watching know that we typically do our shows on Tuesday nights, but with everybody being cooped up in the house, Kent and I had the discussion and decided to do a couple more throughout the week. So you guys will be seeing a lot more of us. So with it being Friday and drinks in hand, of course, because it's Friday, we decided to have a little bit more of a fun conversation regarding the Coronapocalypse. So the goal tonight is for each one of us to discuss, not judge negatively in any way, shape, or form, our choices for both real world and our fantasy go-to loadout for the Coronapocalypse. So before we get into that, Genevieve, how have things been going with you guys?
I'm going crazy, more than normal. So that's fun and great. In all seriousness, it's been all right in our specific county of Pennsylvania. We've already been in our homes under that stay-at-home order for coming up on a month now. So it's been quite the ride, and I've learned to do a lot of things I've never done before, like bake. So that's something. But just hanging in here, trying to keep myself entertained. Liquor stores are closed, so I've been trying out lots of new beers. That's exciting. But yeah, really living the dream.
What's a closed liquor store?
Fucking Tennessee dick wagon.
We're
drier than shit over
Rub it in, TJ. Rub it in.
So for this is really going to suck for you guys. But another reason why Tennessee is better than Pennsylvania, it is legal to distill your own moonshine here for personal consumption.
I don't care if it's legal or not. I want to learn to do that. Can you send me a recipe?
I think we can do that. Caution, I wouldn't do it in an apartment complex or near any type of residential structure. Just in case things go wrong, they have a tendency to explode and burst into flames.
Ooh, that's even better.
It's kind of like reloading, but for professionals.
Yeah. So, fun fact, just to give you guys an example of how flammable this stuff can be. There was a shine runner in North Carolina named Percy Flowers, and the cops knew that he was running moonshine, and every time they saw him out on the road, they'd pull him over, and they could never find it on him. Never could. Come to find out, he had cleaned out his gas tank of I think it was a Model T at the time, and was running his car on the shine and was using that to deliver it. So every time he'd get somewhere, yep.
I love how TJ always finds a way to tell a story about his relatives on the podcast.
I'll tell you,
Uncle Percy was a great shine runner. I tell you what.
Oh, well, never got caught, right? So, oh, sure, you might have gone blind from the gasoline mixed in with it, but whatever. Separating the herd, just thinning out the herd. That's all it is. All right, so with that, Kent, what's been new with you, man? You've been going equally stir crazy?
Oh, God, raising kids is difficult. That's all I have to say. Yeah, man. So I've been playing daddy daycare and writing my Facebook web series about being the warlord of Lisbon. That's all I've got going on. I'm fucking bored out of my skull, to be real honest. But, things could be worse, right? The missus is going into work every day, feeling all essential. Fucking rubbing it in every time she comes home.
We're all, and those of us, how do you know we're non-essential? We have a podcast.
yeah, no shit, right? But, we'll be all right. We'll get through it.
Yeah, good times. So I do have a bonus question for the end of this that we should all participate in answering. But let's get down to the nitty-gritty. So ladies first, of course, to our ever so loved list maker, Genevieve. So real quick, so there's some rules, folks. So again, 2 lists. 1, real world loadout, and then number 2, your fantasy loadout, whatever you choose it to be. Go full Call of Duty for all I care. But hit us, Genevieve. What's your first choice?
Okay, so let me tell you about this tank.
Sure.
I just need one, and I've said it quite a few times in the last couple of days, actually, which is hilarious. And I would like the tank to have like a 50 cal on top, just cause why not? And my theory there is that even if I run out of ammo, like I can still just run mobs of people over with it. And that would still, work pretty good. And, now I'm finding out that I can run things on the Shine. So I've got that option there as well, which is great. And like, who's going to come to someone's house that just has a fully loaded tank parked outside the front of it? I don't think a whole lot. Well, you're in Tennessee, so whatever. It would take you a while.
I just want to drive the tank.
You'd have to bring something in return, like a lot of alcohol, because I can't get any. And then
one benefit of the tank idea is there's no such thing as a closed liquor store.
You know what? Exactly. Like, if I want to go to the grocery store at 2:00 in the afternoon and I don't feel like dealing with people, you just park your tank right out front and tell everybody to get the hell out. Or I have a tank.
Or you just make a new door with the barrel of the cannon on the tank.
And then I could just drive the tank through the store.
There you go. Drive through liquor store, even better.
This is how you can help me with the tank here. So you can drive the tank because you want to drive it. And I'll just be like in the hatch on the top. Like I'll be the gunner when we go through the grocery store, and I'll just start like swiping stuff off the shelf and putting it in the tank. And there's like a lot of storage in a tank too. So that's also another bonus. So we can just like totally clean up.
TJ's eyes just glossed over. He's like, there's in fact not a lot of storage in a tank.
Oh, there's not.
No, actually. So
I've never been in a tank.
So standard tank crew is four people. And it is crowded. They had to make room for all the gun.
Well, so we could get... So if there's 2 of us in there, we can get enough alcohol that is 2 people worth. You know what I'm saying? Like we have 2 persons worth of room in the tank. That's still a lot of booze.
And they can pull a lot, so we could easily hitch a trailer up to that sumbitch.
See, and this is why I need you to help me, because you clearly know tank operation a lot more than I do.
It is the redneck engineering in me that is really beneficial in the Coronapocalypse. I just want to say.
I mean, we would like never run out of toilet paper ever again. Just take all of it.
Nope, I've got plenty of shirts without sleeves that prove that is a fact.
Oh my gosh. That's what all the mismatched socks are for.
Exactly.
Get lost in the dryer.
Exactly.
So, the tank. I think I've made lots of good points on why I want that. Someone, I can't remember their name, but when we did the TGC live stream, when this came up the first time, somebody had the actual Death Star on their list, and so I'm taking that.
Okay, so
are you going to cover the hatch?
It's only 2 meters wide. What could go wrong?
No, we should get estimates.
That's where we kick out the imposters or the people who drink my alcohol where they're not supposed to, or just piss me off in quarantine. So I leave that hatch there just to, it's a plan. It's all right. So I want a tank. I want the actual Death Star. And then the last one I have 2 options here. So in the Borderlands game, there's this shotgun that actually when you shoot people, it freezes them. And then you could shoot them again and they blow up into like a million different pieces. So I would like that. But if I'm going more like actually attainable, but probably not practical, then I'm going to go with probably like dueling 50 cal Desert Eagles, just because I think I would look really cool. Just,
The guns akimbo. I can dig it.
Yeah, so that's my list.
It'll slow down your reload times, but the aim down sight speed just goes through the roof.
But and like the cool meter is like way up there, and that's really what's
okay. Let's clarify. These Desert Eagles, are they gold plated?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
What do you think I am, a peasant?
Oh fuck! This one's going off the rails already. All right.
Now, cheers to you drinking from the skulls of your enemies.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay.
All right. So that's the fantasy. Now, what's like actually going to happen?
Okay. So I really like my Walther PPQ because I shoot it really accurately.
Steel frame?
Sorry?
Steel frame?
No, I don't have that.
Peasant.
I know.
Should have seen that
far
coming.
away from me. I'm gonna come over and just punch you in the face real quick. No, but I would have my PPQ, just the polymer one. I know, I'm so poor. And I would have like a race belt set up so I could carry like 10 mags at the same time. That'd be great. Because I don't want to run out of reloads when I'm, like gallivanting during the apocalypse. I would like a full auto 458 SOCOM.
Oh, fuck me, you're on it. Oh, man.
With a 458 full auto SOCOM, she could.
That is worse than the tank. All the toilet paper is Genevieve's.
So good.
Oh, man. I like that.
And then just like a real practical, just like 12 gauge shotgun.
Okay.
Because it makes big holes. And I think that would be a practical thing to have.
All right.
Yeah, versatile. Plenty of 12 gauge around, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a bit of a stretch from the freeze them, then destroy them shotgun.
I mean, it's definitely not as awesome.
I can see the train of thought there. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
All right. So no one in the chat has answered me yet because I want to hear somebody from the chat tell me what their version of this is. Corey, stop dicking around and tell me what your thing is since you're in the chat. What's your fantasy gun and whatever else. But I'll go with my fantasy one first, and then I want to hear TJ's fantasy one. Actually. So, Knights, SR-15 rifle, LTT shotgun, and a staccato P pistol. I'm a simple girl. I don't need no, fucking tanks or Death Stars or nothing.
Boo.
I just need my 3 fantasy guns that I don't own yet. SR-15, LTT shotgun, and a staccato P with a red dot and all the mags. That's all.
Like John Wick level mags, since you're going the STI route?
All the mags. Every fuck. Matter of fact, if I could get, I don't want to say a midget, but somebody shorter than me with a satchel of mags to
just
stroll around behind me and throw me mags, the shit goes to hell.
Just trunk monkey those mags over your shoulder, buddy.
Monkey. Perfect.
We could teach Georgie the Corgi to ride in a backpack and just hand you magazines with his mouth.
Mag Corgi, absolutely. I need me a Mag Corgi, fucking bad. Or Daisy. I would actually, if I'm going to have my choice, I want a Mastiff.
Yeah, there goes your load hauler, right? She's 150-pound dog. Yeah, she'll... I don't know. You probably spend more time dragging her big ass down the street.
Yeah, probably right, Tom.
She's like, no, it's time to lay down. We're gonna take a nap now.
Yep.
But Mag Mastiff sounds way cooler.
Magstiff?
Yes.
Okay. So real quick, big shout out to Tim from Apache Solutions who just joined us in the chat. Still filtering through all of them, but he still cannot yet decide. He states that his wife just wants her mare's leg, but she also has claimed my 450 Bushmaster. So
I think you mean Mars leg.
No, it's mare's leg.
Tomato.
Mare's leg.
Potatoes.
Anyway, what's yours, TJ? What do you got? Fantasy.
Okay, fantasy. Wow. So first thing, lightsaber. I was originally no. I was gonna go with a katana, but Genevieve totally jerked the steering wheel into the realm of Star Wars, and I'm like, "What's better than a katana? Not much, but a lightsaber's on the list."
Okay. All right, you got me.
Just saying. I want to just point out that the Bible of my early deployment life was Max Brooks's Zombie Apocalypse Survival Guide. And he explicitly called out the benefits of having a katana. So, one up, lightsaber.
All right.
Okay.
Well played.
Yeah. Second thing, I know it's really going to shock you, but a 1911, but there's a specific 1911. I want the 1911 from the Bruce Willis movie, and the name of the movie escapes me. But if you notice, he fired 80,000 rounds out of that thing and never reloaded.
Is it a newer movie or an older movie?
Oh, no.
I'm on it.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was. It had Christopher Walken in it, too.
Last Man Standing.
That's it.
Yep.
So Bruce Willis's 1911s from Last Man Standing that apparently never run out of ammunition. And number 3, I want a Stryker assault vehicle. So the Stryker assault vehicle, those that you do not know, is an 8-wheeled urban assault vehicle that was adopted by the United States military at the start of the Iraq War. My battalion was the first battalion to sign for and take the Strykers to combat. And we had the luxury, dare I say the pleasure, of being partnered up with a tank unit during our second deployment in Iraq. And you want to hear about an argument, you think 9mm versus 45 is bad? How about a tank versus a Stryker? So here's the downside with your tank, Genevieve. If you throw if you throw a track, right? So a flat tire for tanks, it takes 6 to 8 hours to put that back on. With a Stryker, you can flatten any combination of 4 of the 8 tires on those things, and it is still mobile and effective.
You know what? I think after this, I'm probably going to spend my entire evening just researching different vehicles and what I can do to them to create like the ultimate fantasy apocalypse, like just ride of awesomeness. So, and I'm gonna come back, and no one will be able to top me.
I gotta tip the hat because I didn't think of the Death Star. That's a pretty strong play there.
I didn't think of it either, though.
No, you can take it. This is our show. You take it.
All right, screw it. I totally thought of that.
That's your idea. Yep. So the Stryker also comes in different variants, so you can also get a tank-like cannon on top of it.
Ooh.
You could also get a remote-controlled 50 cal. Or a Mark 19. You can also have one that launches mortars because it has 2 bay doors that open on the top and lobs 120 millimeter mortars out of that sumbitch. So
you might have just swayed me.
Yeah. Fun fact, though, the operating system on the main gun, the big cannon variant, was developed by Beretta.
Oh, so it doesn't fucking work. Great.
So
fucking great.
No, hold on. Fun story about that. When they first came up with this concept and they put a big main cannon on it, they first went with the 120 millimeter cannon, or 155 millimeter cannon that's equivalent to an Abrams, right? Which worked out great until they decided to fire it with the gun positioned perpendicular at 90 degrees off the center axis of the Stryker. It fired one round and flipped the bitch over.
Oh no!
So they neutered it down to 105 millimeter cannon, still effective. But it's semi-automatic, for Christ's sake.
Unacceptable.
I feel like we could do a whole show on TJ's knowledge of military assault vehicles.
I know a thing or two.
Call it like Ginger's Fun with Tanks.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. That's fucking cool, man.
Yeah, that's a fantasy lineup right there.
I like it.
That's a fantasy lineup.
All right.
All right, so that's my fantasy. Kid, did you go over your...
No,
I'm already having a brain fart. Yeah,
I didn't do the real one.
So what's your real world loadout?
Glock 34, red dot, etc., etc. Light, spring tuned up, the way we like our G34s. Probably a 590A1 with a red dot on it. Aridus Industries Crom mount, flashlight, all that fucking Gucci shotgun shit for the poor man shotgun. And you know what? Maybe my scout rifle.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I would like a little bit more explanation on why you went with a scout rifle as opposed to like your Daniel Defense AR-15s.
Thank you for putting the plural on Daniel Defense AR-15 so I can flex on the various pores. You are correct. There are several. No, I don't know.
We are peasants.
No, I don't know.
I have poverty pony everything.
Yeah, you do. Except for head down. You do have that.
Yes, I have that sweet 6.5 Grendel.
Yes.
Which I plan on taking to the range tomorrow.
Lucky, your range is still open.
Yeah, it's got limitations though. So
our range is you guys can drive 40 minutes west and come shoot.
You called me yesterday. I know.
Like what the fuck? It's not that bad. Could be worse.
Don't want to be seen with the don't want to be seen with the peasants. That's all.
Exactly.
The common folk.
Yeah, no.
I need to hang out with people whose fantasy list is like at least 100 points better than yours.
I don't know what to say. Why the scout rifle?
Yeah, why the scout rifle?
Because I want to be able to reach out and touch something a little bit. And I'm better with that rifle at distance. And because 308 seems like a good idea. And not to be a dick, but I'm pretty good with a pistol. So I don't see getting to needing a rifle all that much.
Okay.
It depends on what we're doing. I mean, am I bugging out and going to my secret squirrel shelter place? Or am I having to fight through the hordes of zombies? Because that is a different thing, right?
No, but see, that's the glory of the Coronapocalypse. You have to prepare for both.
Right. So if I legit had to take only 3 guns with me, maybe that might be high on the list. Maybe feeding ourselves would become an issue. Maybe my bug out might be in New England somewhere where there's actual bears, close to Canada, Vermont, perhaps, cold. I don't know.
And if you follow the lore,
right,
the zombies don't do well in the colder temperatures.
Yeah, well, they certainly don't do well in Vermont,
except for when winter is coming.
That was a Game of Thrones reference.
It was.
Oh yeah, no.
Nobody really.
Hold on.
Wow.
Sorry,
I understood that reference.
I don't know those ice zombies. I wouldn't really want to come face to face with those.
You just melt those.
Wait, didn't one get taken out by like an 11-year-old girl?
Yeah, but she was like one of the most badass people on the whole show. She ran a whole empire.
All right, listen, look, you can't claim badass status when you can get taken out by someone who, if we move the Cheerios to the top of the shelf, she starves to death.
Maybe in like this world, but in Game of Thrones, she was defending her entire empire and all of her people. And
also,
she was pretty
she's
awesome.
An 11-year-old with an empire.
Yeah.
I mean, James is a 6-month-old, and he has an empire now.
At least,
he poops all over you and your wife.
No, damn it! I am the warlord of Lisburn, and you will bow to my greatness.
And you can write that in your poo-covered shirt.
You're right.
You got owned by a baby.
I did get owned by. Yeah.
We'll name him Carlos. It will be okay. All right, so we are. Let's see here. So Izzy Long, Izzy Loves Tacos, is joined us. Yep, we all love Izzy. So I've set up an Ewok log trap at my front door for intruders. Ooh, that's an excellent one.
I like that.
Yeah, you can't forego the crush 'em trap, right? Let's see. Corey says fantasy would be dual Desert Eagles, Deadpool action, Sasquatch, and a village of Oompa Loompas. It's the oddest title of a porno I've ever heard.
Jesus Christ. Oh my goodness. Send help to Corey's house. You know what? I'm picturing right now, somewhere in North Carolina, Tim Kelly is sitting in his basement.
Wondering why he associates with us?
Well, that. And also looking at his gun safes, plural, I assume, rocking back and forth, going, I can't choose. I love you all. I love you all so much. I just can't choose. All
right, so let's see here. Izzy also says one of his fantasy guns is the ZF-1 from The Fifth Element. Excellent choice. Excellent choice. You got to hit that replay button so it sends every follow-on shot back to the original target.
See, all this nerd shit, I just don't get any of this stuff.
Oh,
you haven't seen The Fifth Element?
No.
That's my favorite movie. We can't be friends anymore.
All right, so look, we're going to cancel. Tim says, still looking, hang on. You got plenty of time, Tim. So we're going to have to cancel the shotgun class in May. We're going to lock ourselves in the basement, and we are not leaving until you have seen every nerd fantastic movie that we can think of. I'm even going to phone a friend and call Genevieve in case I forget something.
Yay.
So you want me to call the participants in the shotgun class, tell them that it's been canceled because I'm spending the weekend in the basement with my ginger friend?
I mean, no, they can still go. But
we're
yes.
just okay. Yeah.
But
clearly.
yes.
Yes, that makes sense.
It'll be fine.
So another reference, we're gonna Clockwork Orange your ass and wedge your eyes open to Beethoven's Ninth, so you can watch all these movies. You haven't seen a Clockwork Orange either, really?
No.
Oh my God!
I talk to people, human people in person. In person, human beings. I usually do. Right now, I don't, but usually I talk to people.
Clearly not the right one.
I am a meat popsicle.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I mean, I like movies too. I cried for Free Willy like a lot when I was a kid.
Yeah, I thought that was sad at first because I too was a child when that movie came out, and then I saw a cartoon ripoff of it where they were making fun of it, Family Guy style, and Willie landed on the kid.
That's pretty funny. That's really funny.
All righty here. So let's see here. So Corey answers up with his real world choices: Glock 19, AR-15, and a Benelli M4. Going baller on the M4 though.
Corey, you ain't got no Benelli M4.
It's just real world. He could get one.
Yeah.
Real world doesn't have to be limited to guns you have.
Oh, well then
would you like to retract your? No, go ahead. We can.
All right. In that case, just swap out the 308 bolt gun for a Knight's SR25 instead of an SR15.
Okay. Fair.
That's all.
I'm pretty sure Cam just died a little inside because you brought up the Knight's SR25, but
he'll be all right. I can't hit nothing long range anyway, so I don't know why it fucking matters.
It's okay. You know, if you had a fantastic ride-on optic on top of that thing.
I'd still miss.
Yeah.
I'd still miss.
I will shill all day long.
Yeah.
There is enough vodka in this thing. I will shill for pick a product. I don't care.
Well, soon I'll have my shill dozer.
There you go. Just pushing all the haters out of the street.
Exactly.
I can't even believe you have haters. TJ, what's your real thing?
Okay, real thing. So, of course, sidearm Glock 34. I'm going to go with that because, Glock. Decked out or not, it's a Glock. I shoot them well with or without a red dot. For shotgun, I've got to go with my Remington 870. It'll feed anything you put into it, right? Also, utility of the 12 gauge, right? You've got all these different.
The one you already had, or the one you just bought for $11 in a cheeseburger?
The one that I just bought for $11 in a cheeseburger because I cleaned that thing up and it looks like it's worth 2 cheeseburgers.
Fuck me! I tell you what, dude, you found a good deal on those guns.
Oh yeah. Police. Anytime you guys, insider tip, anytime you guys have a local gun dealer that gets in a shipment of police trade-ins for 12 gauges, go buy them. Usually get them for around $200. A little bit of cleaning, a little bit of spit and polish, some CLP and a wire brush, and that thing looks brand new. So just got to take a little bit of effort put into it. Let's see. So for rifles, while I would love to say I would go for my head down 6.5 Grendel. I love the Grendel. I like your idea of the 308. So I'd probably have to go with a gas gun 308. Not really too sure if I'd go with the Knights, although I did see that H&K just released one for a new designated marksman rifle, and that thing is beautiful.
Will we ever see one, though? That might as well be a fantasy.
I don't know. We'll see one. I mean, the market's shitty enough right now. They might actually start selling to us peasants.
That's a great point.
Right?
Plus, they did do that 416 thing with Brownells a while back.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah. So, we'll shill for HK for a little bit. That new gun you guys put out looks fantastic. I know you're not watching, but still, if the social media girl's watching,
isn't that a dude? That's a dude, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It is a dude.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I outed her.
Him? Her?
I don't know. Now I got to keep up with the mystery.
They?
Got to just keep guessing.
Maybe that's the point of it.
Maybe it is.
The intrigue alone will help sell more HKs.
TJ, it's probably you.
I will not confirm or deny any of these suspicions, my friend.
Huh? See?
Dude, if I was getting paid by HK I promise you, there would be an HK logo in our podcast.
That's probably true.
You'd also probably have a lot more HKs.
Probably.
Yeah, more than zero.
More than zero. That's
0 HKs.
Yeah.
All right. So let's change this loadout thing up a little bit, and let's talk about other shit besides guns. Pick 3 other things that you would have to bring with you.
Okay, so real quick, let's clarify. So my beautiful wife, Charlotte Ramsey, is in the chat, and she asks, is the ammo unlimited for your real-world choices? Of course it is.
Yeah.
Of course it is. Because if I find it, I'm like a toddler. If I can reach it and my hand fits on it, it's mine. Do not turn that around, Kent.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm just going to go now.
Oh no. We are not stopping the bus. Okay. So go ahead, Kent.
Okay. I was gonna give it to Genevieve. Genevieve.
Wait, I have a question first.
What? Yeah, go ahead.
So is this like other than family and pets?
Yeah, that's assumed, right?
Okay, all right, good. Because I was like, damn, that takes up all my spots.
No, that makes sense, right?
You better not leave Felix. You better not leave Felix.
Are you kidding me? I would leave John before I left Felix.
Well, man, there you have it, folks. Fiancés are a fickle beast when it comes to dogs.
Listen, I'm sure your wife might say the same thing.
Oh, motherfucker. She would have been like, Katie, sweetie, fuck, we have a kid. James, Karma, sorry, Kent, you're out. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. So things, how many, 3 things that I have to take with me? Okay. Let's see. Something to, well, so, okay, there's so many different directions we can go with this, right? So is it totally apocalyptic scenario where I have to leave and like start an entirely new life from nothing type scenario?
The mission is to make it to my house.
Okay, so other than guns and family, some kind of survival knife, just because I want to have a stabby stab, just in case. But obviously my car. I mean, to get to your house, Kent, in reality, the only thing I'm going to really need is a med kit, my car, and like maybe some extra gas or something. I mean, you're like 40 minutes away from me, so...
Right. Okay, to get to your friends, like, you're not going to the middle of the woods to have to build a cabin. You're leaving
going somewhere far enough away that I need stuff to get there.
Yeah. Okay. You're going to an established site.
Okay, so obviously medical supplies, like a whole big med kit. That's going to count as one because it's all in one thing. All right. I'm going to bring an extra tank of gas for the car because I feel like that would be smart.
How are you going to do that?
I have those red container things.
Like dairy cans or gas cans?
Gas cans.
Gas cans.
Those red containers.
Shut up, listen.
Nice
I'm trying here, jeez.
Nice mime job. Okay.
So my med kit, my red container thing, and what would be the last thing that I would bring? I already have guns, so I guess I don't really need a knife. Maybe like a flint and steel, just in case some shit goes down. So I can, like if it's nighttime and my car breaks down or something, I can start a big fire to like ward off people or zombies or animals. Yeah, I feel like that's probably what I would do.
Makes sense.
I think we also need to clarify, what type of zombies does the coronavirus create? Are we talking like them slow Walking Dead type zombies, or are we talking like them really fast zombies from
the
World War II?
Coronavirus creates zombies that hoard toilet paper and are happy with $1,200 severance checks from the government for their next 8 months of unemployment.
Oh, okay. So you can just slap them really hard in the face and they die.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So,
or call them by the wrong pronoun and they need a safe space.
Yeah. Or just say you're going to call the cops on them. Or no, because they would be the ones to say that to us. That's it. Yeah. I got that backwards.
Yeah, we're just racists.
Right. Yeah.
We're zombie phobes.
So
maybe if they're that kind of zombies, I think I would change it to still my med kit. I'd bring water and my extra gas, my extra fuel.
All right.
Yeah. Because I can live without food for longer than I can live without water.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah, that's okay.
Totally valid.
Okay, Mr. I survived in Alaska, the last frontier. What's on your list? And you got to get to me.
My truck.
You're like, it's good. How much?
It's all there.
Too easy.
It's all there.
Yeah, he's already loaded out.
The truck is already set up for this fucking 4 years ago.
Okay, our cars have nothing in it.
No, I cannot accept this. This
now
is
what would
bullshit.
you bring?
I put all the shit back in my truck that's in there right now.
That's way more than 3 things.
Actually, no, it's not more than 3 things.
Okay.
The truck and the 2 cargo bins that have all the other shit in them. Your med kit got to have a bunch of crap in them. TJ, am I lying?
You're not, but it's a cop-out.
Oh, fair. Okay.
I'm throwing the flag.
All right, fine. Throw the flag.
So wait, let's rephrase. Your Ford took a shit like it did for Cam's match, and now all you've got is the Jeep.
Okay. Well, if I was going to bring the Jeep, I would throw one of our get-home bags out of the truck and into the Jeep. Can I cop out with a bag?
Yes, you can.
Bag's got a med kit in it, a flashlight, some fucking fire starting, some shit like that. So I'd throw one of those bags in there. I'd throw a Baofeng radio in there because communications are important on such a long journey. And I would throw my why can't I think of the name? My Goal Zero, my solar setup from Yeti.
Oh yeah. Got to be able to recharge.
Not Yeti. Not fucking Yeti. Goal Zero is the company. I forget what the product is called.
Yeah, the solar panel recharge.
Solar panel with the battery bank and all that shit.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
From the truck.
Yeah, entertainment purposes, you could recharge your phone, play some Angry Birds. I get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Recharging flashlights is what I was thinking of.
Okay, so real quick, let's catch up with the chat here a little bit. So Apache Solutions finally gave an answer, and he says a tomahawk because Apache. Let's see. Mrs. Sling'N Ginger says, honestly, the only thing I need for weapons is an axe and Lucille.
Who's Lucille?
Oh, God damn it, Kent. The bat from The Walking Dead. Negan's bat.
Oh, yeah.
Even I knew that was a person from The Walking Dead, and I don't even watch it.
I don't even know why I have a TV. I never watch TV. I was at home all day today.
It's on Netflix.
I didn't turn on the TV. The device did not come on.
You can see the smoke coming out of TJ's ears.
Yeah, I know. He's so mad.
Just my heart is so hurt. At least have seen The Walking Dead.
I did. I get it. We need medicine, but there's zombies between us and the medicine, so we'll go get the medicine. We need a tarp, but there's zombies between us and the tarp. Guess we got to go through the zombies to get the fucking tarp.
I'm just saying it's vital lore to understand how the apocalypse works.
Those fucking writers should be shot, dude. It was the same episode redone 30,000 different fucking times.
To be
fair, the worst television.
To be fair, the books were better.
I'm sure they were, but that would involve the ability to read.
It's a comic book.
Oh, well, maybe I could have read that. Maybe I could have.
Backed into a corner here, Kent.
I am.
You're not getting out of this one, buddy, but now I know what you're getting for Christmas.
All right.
Let's see. So I love the idea of the baseball bat, though.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I got that one with barbed wire on it that somebody sent us.
Yeah, that's Lucille.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's effective. Let's see. So Corey asks, is there a length of knife in which is more beneficial? I will say that if you're looking for a knife, realize it's a tool, so you want it to be able to perform certain tasks. Whatever tasks you might think you would need, you would want it to be able to stand up to those tasks. There is such a thing as too big of a knife, though, because you start to have a law of diminishing returns. But look at most of your bushcraft style knives. Most of them do not have a blade length above 6 inches. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, Izzy says they pull their shirts over their heads and scream, "I need TP for my bunghole," referring to the weak specimens of the planet that hoarded all the toilet paper.
The sheeple?
The sheeple, indeed. All right, so Corey asks, if they are the World Wars, if they were World War Z zombies, What are we doing or going with? Well, first of all, them fuckers can run. Like Usain Bolt run, okay? So, welcome to my nightmare. I don't like to run.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah,
I would take my bike.
Ooh, good idea. Ooh.
Well, I guess I'm Wyatt's screwed. You've got Kent's got a mountain bike. Genevieve's got this amazing like road bike. I've got a Huffy.
Does it at least have those little pegs that stick out of the wheels so you can do mad ripping tricks?
It actually does.
Can you do mad ripping tricks on it, bro?
So you could distract all of them with your mad BMX skills,
right?
And I can bike away to safety.
Right.
Here lies TJ. He survived the zombie apocalypse, but not the kickflip 360.
Bro, that was the worst fucking Tony Hawk reference in the history of ever. You're making fun of me for some Walking Dead shit. You can't kickflip a bike.
Bet.
Anything's possible if you believe hard enough.
Right?
Bet.
Kent, I'm a peacock. You gotta let me fly, bro.
Bet.
Bet.
That's like one of my favorite things to say, especially when I'm drunk and someone's like, I bet you can't do this, and it's something really dumb. I'm just like, bet.
Put the money down.
Leave the money on the dresser.
All right, and Kent, I regret to inform you, but Mrs. Lid, Sling'N Ginger has disowned you. The Walking Dead is life.
I know. I'm not allowed to stay at your house no more.
A bit of a hidden joke in there. Walking Dead is life. That's funny.
Oh my god.
Good one, honey.
He blamed it on her. Don't you love that?
She said whatever. All right, so Apache Solution says flamethrower. No, still looking. Fantastic. I think a flamethrower is a great idea. If you go with the original.
Wait.
Go ahead.
Tim, are you actually looking at shit that's in your basement for real? Motherfucker's like, flamethrower? Nah. Weed eater full of napalm? Nah.
Yeah, let's see. Do we want the anti-personnel mines or the anti-tank mines?
He's like, Claymore.
We don't have room for both. Let's see here. Sarah's in the chat. What's up?
Sarah!
Yay, Sarah. Let's see.
That's
here.
funny. Moms always walk in at the most appropriate times. Aw.
This is true. Funny. I try to keep warning. You need to warn Sophie too. One of those days. Having kids is so much fun. Anyway, but flamethrower, I absolutely think that's a great idea.
I like that idea too.
You'd have to go with the
everything on fire.
Well, and you'd have to go with the original like World War II / Vietnam era flamethrower that had like 75 yards of range on that sumbitch.
Mm-hmm.
So
damn.
I bet you Sarah has a cool list. Sarah, what's your fantasy weapons for the Coronapocalypse?
I literally thought you were just gonna say, I bet you Sarah has a flamethrower.
She's got so much stuff.
Not only does she have a flamethrower, but she has a recipe for making your own napalm.
I was just about to say that.
She told me a story today, actually, about a murder that was committed in her basement.
What?
Yeah.
I don't talk to her for one day, and this happens?
They were turkeys, but they were still murdered, and they were murdered in her basement.
I imagine a conversation with Sarah, and I mean this out of all love and respect. This probably goes like this. Hey, they're all gone. You guys want to see a body?
Yeah, really. Oh, my God.
Oh, I missed her. I haven't seen her in person in like such a long time.
Yeah, you know what? Charlie has a fucking point, as usual.
So missing the real world or that quote unquote real world weapons with unlimited ammo or gas isn't possible.
Yeah.
Once again, I'll bow down. The wife is right. Okay. So I'll trade out my 308 for something in 223.
Well, if you're going to go with your logic, TJ, of anything's unlimited if I can steal it from enough people, then you got to go with like a 9 or something that everybody has.
Right. So 5.56 is the natural.
Right. There you go. That's a good one too.
Yeah. That's going to be the natural one. And of course, that kind of throws your Walther out the window because there's only 2 people and they're both in this podcast that have a Walther.
One of them is made of steel.
You left
See,
out.
I have I have a very, very good advantage that neither of you guys have. Did you guys see my dad's reloading basement?
That is not where I thought you were going. That is not at all where I thought you were going. That's fine.
What did you think I was going to say?
Something that you have that neither of us do that you could barter in the apocalypse for other
that
supply.
too. But
she's like, let's not be stupid.
I mean, obviously that too. No, but like my dad literally has a reloading setup to make like 7 different kinds of calibers and has
all the
enough
components
brass.
to feed it.
Huh?
And all the components to feed it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I wish I could swivel my camera to show you all the reloading stuff right over there. Your dad's got me beat like a motherfucker, but I still got some cool shit over here.
Nice.
Okay, so new rules. The goal is to get to Genevieve's dad's house.
Yeah, no shit,
yeah,
right?
y'all could try.
He just taught a class to me. Like, he likes me. He would
y'all are
like you. He would let you in probably, but he doesn't know TJ and you're a ginger, so I don't know.
I mean, if you saw him standing on your porch, would you let him in?
I don't think I'd let either of you in.
Well, yeah. This is true.
So much love on the Sling'N podcast.
Yeah. So Tim's back to Tom Hall. The best firearms person in the whole fucking world over here, Tim, has not brought up one single gun. He's going flamethrowers, tomahawks, butcher knives, tire irons. No guns. Apparently, Tim don't have no guns.
He's not a very good firearms instructor then.
No, he motherfucker can shoot. I know that.
Yeah,
he's just trying to make it like a fair fight. I think maybe
that's probably true. Let's see here. Let's see. Yep. So Corey says that's why I went with the Glock 19 and the AR-15 and 5.56. Yep, good choice, bud. Mrs. Ramsey says no bartering. only kick ass and take names. This is the woman I married, y'all.
I love it.
She's like, I ain't trading shit. You're going to give it to me, motherfucker.
Oh, my God, Sarah. Finally, a movie reference I know. What do you need that stupid fucking rope for? You'll see.
Oh, my God. Stop the podcast. Kent got a movie reference.
Oh, my Lord.
I didn't get that one. It's fine, though.
Boondock Saints.
I haven't seen that. I know.
What?
I haven't. Listen, you go outside of the sci-fi realm, I haven't seen anything. I promise you that.
Genevieve, Boondock Saints is the perfect movie for you.
Yeah?
It is the
You could have been cast in the movie.
Yes.
Well, now I have to watch it.
You could literally be in that movie. That's a great fucking movie.
Yep. Hey, thank God you're under quarantine.
Yeah, watch that shit.
You need to find that. Great movie. Skip the second one. Not worth it. John
will be so happy. He loves movies, and I hate watching movies. But since y'all told me to watch it, I'm going to have to now. He will be very excited.
I'm sure John has seen the Boondock Saints.
Oh, absolutely. He references it all the time.
Yeah. Okay.
My personal favorite. Is it dead?
Yeah, bury the fucking cat. Oh, my God.
Sarah said, stop the podcast now.
Someone get this girl a Boondock Saints. Fucking Tim's poor. Still no guns, Tim. Tim, you have at least one G-lock over there.
Yeah, so Izzy went to film school and never saw that either. It was an independent film that turned into a cult classic.
Holy shit, Izzy went to film school?
Dude, did you not tell by the work that he does?
Oh, no, it's just like next thing I was going to say was no wonder y'all shit's so awesome. Fuck.
Izzy is amazing.
Oh, God. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Boondock Saints. God, Genevieve. Girl, we're going to be on a friendship pause until you watch that movie. This just hurts my heart. Wait, aren't you... You're Irish, right?
Me or Kent?
You.
No.
Yep. No. Neither of us are Irish.
Well,
TJ, you're the only redhead here.
I'm Scottish.
I'm like all Italian, except I was born here, pretty much.
Close enough. The Irish mafia's in that movie, or the Italian mafia's in that movie.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. So, by the way, here comes TJ's useless knowledge again. So, Boondock Saints, Izzy, like you said, in 1991, was in theaters for all of like 2 weeks, and you know what happened while it was in theaters?
9/11?
Columbine, 1991, bro.
No. Boondock Saints wasn't. Wait. Boondock Saints wasn't in 91. Izzy's saying he went to film school in 91.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Boondock Saints is fucking.
No, that was 99, right?
Okay.
98, 99, something
somewhere
like that.
in there.
So either way, it's the vodka, folks. Bear with me. My dates are fucked up. So Boondock Saints was in theaters for all of like 2 weeks. Then Columbine happened, and they pulled it from theaters because, sensitivities is one of the largest school shootings to date at the time. So yeah, they pulled it, and it ended up going straight to DVD and kind of faded into the ether until it regained popularity. When somebody watched it, was like, "This is a great fucking movie,"
right? Until the internet was out, and then some dude on Reddit was like, "Oh my god!" Yeah, that's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see here. Tim still hasn't picked a gun. Now he's talking about spear throwers. No, then he wouldn't have a spear.
So let's
I think
see.
he's just trying to make you frustrated, Ken.
I think he really is.
like it.
I really fucking just all I want, Tim. You have to pick one gun. What were you shooting the last time he was shooting a Glock? Oh, I remember. I know exactly what Tim would bring with him. He would bring a Glock in his little fucking queer little purse that he brings to the line when he shoots, full of mags. He has like a mag purse that he brings up to the line, sits down there. Swear to God, this is a real thing. He has a mag purse. I don't know if he still has the mag purse.
Tim, please don't unsubscribe. You're one of the few people with real credentials that watches this podcast.
Yeah, really.
All right. So
he does have a mag purse, or he did.
You're coming there. You're getting there. You're way more popular than any of us.
I'm just not gonna watch it anymore.
Yeah. Just enter the meme, flip the desk.
I can't do that after I spent all this time duct taping my studio light to the side of my desk.
Seriously, if you guys saw the level of professionalism that happened before the show went live with Genevieve fucking around with her light for like 20 minutes over here.
It was pretty majestic. It was.
So in Tim's defense, apparently his mag purse is Gucci. He says specifically it's Gucci, as in that's the brand, you peasant.
Yeah, no, I believe that's
That's not what he said, but that's what he implied. So, Tim, I will ad-lib for you. All right, so let's see here. We still haven't gotten to my support equipment loadout here. So I'm going to go with
codpiece, flask, and I can't pick the third one.
I'm kind of scared where you went with this. What the hell are you talking about?
I was picking for you.
Oh. Let's see here. So, yeah, we're going to have to go with water. Vehicles. Want it to be somewhat non-threatening. Oh, shit. I don't have a non-threatening vehicle. One of them's an old beat-up truck that looks like I murder people, and the other two are cop cars.
Dude, that truck is fucking PC on wheels. Every cop in the whole county is like, I got probable cause to pull that guy over for something. I don't know what yet. Let me talk to him real quick.
For those that don't know, he's referring to my Toyota that has like 360,000 miles on it that's still running stronger.
That's impressive.
Still running stronger than Kent's Ford.
Oh, my God. Here we go again.
Just saying, mine made it to South Carolina.
Uh-huh.
I don't like it when mom and dad fight.
Oh, God.
Oh, so let's see here. So, since we've got the dogs and the kids, yeah, and it's just a sweet ride. We're commandeering the Ford, the Explorer.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you got the Ford.
I'm waiting for her to throw something at me. And yeah, we're bringing water.
That's it.
Yeah, we're bringing water. I've already got. Now, I'll stop and grab medical equipment along the way. Somebody will not need it.
Fair. I have a better question for you. Actually, this only applies to two of us because Genevieve only has one dog. But what dog would you pick?
Ooh, that's mean.
Oh, I'm just telling you. You got to eat the rest of them and bring one.
Well, the one's a Magstiff, so.
Mastiff?
No, remember?
Oh, Max.
Let's rewind to the start of the hour.
Yeah.
Keep up, Kent.
That was good. That was good, Max.
I'm gonna have to piggyback off of a sentiment that you made earlier, Kent, with the dog that can act as security and alert you when people are nearby or something like that. So if that's the case, I'm going with the Corgi.
All right. Yep. He's not going to be very good in a fight, but you'll know a fight's coming.
Oh, yeah. He barks at everything. It's hilarious. There will be nothing going on. He will sit in my wife's lap and bark at me.
Mm-hmm. This is true. So, if you've been paying attention to my Warlord of Lisburn web series, you will know that early in the Coronapocalypse, I began to feed my dogs KC Masterpiece Barbecue in their dog food so that I could slowly marinate them from the inside in case I had to eat them at the end of the apocalypse.
No.
Now, that being said, I've got 3. I've got a golden retriever, I've got a golden doodle, and I've got a Lashit, Lhasa Apso Shih Tzu mixed thing. I've been trying to get rid of the Lashit for years. I leave her in the park. Every time I go to the park, that bitch finds her way home. So she's definitely out. I'm thinking golden doodle may actually be of more use, but the golden retriever's the OG. She's my original, so she's coming with me.
Is she the one that like went ape shit when you drew down on the Saint Bernard that kicked your door in?
Yeah, that happened. That's a real thing. Yes.
So, let's see here. Let's see. Tim, that's your catchphrase. LOL. Yeah, my students want to put it on a t-shirt. You absolutely should. I'll be happy to help you design that too, by the way. Well, let's see. Sarah wants to drive the War Boys doof wagon. Corey says Charlie is bringing Georgie, so she wins. No shit.
Yep.
Let's see here. Izzy, my truck go bag includes a portable hibachi grill.
Of course it does.
And a small cooler with skirt steak, tortillas, lettuce, cilantro, onions, and salsa. Hashtag TGC Taco Party. I'm following Izzy.
Makes sense.
All right. Tim from Apache Solution says all the dogs are coming with. The black cat can come too, but that asshole gray cat that lives in our house is on his own.
Everybody's got one. No, I'd probably take all the dogs too. I'm not sure if I take Sophie or not, but all the dogs are coming for sure.
They're not marinated enough yet, or what?
What's that?
I said you haven't marinated them enough yet, or what?
Nah, they're fine.
So, I mean, the funny thing is, I think Sophie would say the same.
Oh, dude, if Sophie had to choose between any dog in the world and me, she just met this dog yesterday, and she'd be like, "You're fucked, dude." Absolutely going with the dog. Sophie loves all dogs, though.
If she brought you, I know because she's only asked about Georgie.
Yeah.
We told her we're coming up in May.
Yeah.
So. Bringing things back down just a little bit. So this is the question I wanted to ask you guys. Because we are quarantined, locked down, essentially, using this time to be sitting down, time out, Izzy Long with the fire guitar, outstanding idea, Mad Max style. Let's see. While we're locked down, while we're spending all this extra time at home, especially those of us non-essential people, it would be a shame for this period of time to go to waste. So, given that we still have the unlimited resources that is the internet, what is one skill or talent that you would like to come out of this period of quarantine with? Be it learning to play an instrument, learning how to code, anything at all. What would you like to learn, Genevieve?
Well, I kind of already started. I've always really enjoyed cooking, and I've been getting like really into baking lately, and I've learned how to do a lot of things from scratch, and I want to start learning how to make this sounds so lame. My grandma and I used to cook together all the time, and she was like off the boat from Italy, so I grew up with a lot of like really amazing Italian pastries and desserts and stuff, and I would really love to learn how to replicate them. Just because, I miss her and I think that would be a cool thing to do. So I think I want to try learning how to do that. And a lot of them are really intimidating. So I guess we'll see. But I have lots of time. So, I mean, other than that, just kind of, I would like to improve my skills that I already have. Dry firing has been fun. I've played the piano for a long time. So just practicing that and training my dog more, stuff like that. I don't know. I don't sit still very well.
Fair enough. Kent, what about you, buddy?
As you've seen, I've been writing more.
Yeah,
some of it funny, and you know what? I used to be a pretty damn good writer, so I've put some of this time back into it, and yeah. So writing, I'm putting time into writing and reloading and all the normal shit I always do. But the other thing, like, this is gonna sound fucking corny and gay and cheesy and weird and whatever you want to call me, but dude, I'm spending so much time with my kid right now. Like, I would never have gotten to spend this much time with James.
Yeah, especially at this age, man. That's a really good point.
So, yeah, as much as like
that's corny at all. That's really sweet.
Yeah, I know he poos on me and things, but it really has been number one. It's been really neat to spend all the time with him, and number two, oh my god, I do not know how you women do this crap. It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
It's absolutely ridiculous. I can't even. I barely put clothes on today until like 6 o'clock.
It's because we had a podcast.
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
At least somewhat.
I even shaved my beard for y'all. But yeah, it's been really cool to spend time with James. So I'm putting a lot of effort into that too.
No, that's awesome. Okay, so feel free to chime in, chat. We're already getting some people playing along. Mrs. Leslie and Ginger learning how to prepare and cook people. What are you planning for us, honey? She's down here with me, by the way, and she doesn't. She's got her headphones in, so there's probably a delay. I'm waiting for her to throw something at me.
I really hope that happens. That would make me laugh very hard.
If you see a corgi fly into the screen.
Now, she'll teach him to carry a little knife and cut my Achilles tendons.
Oh.
Yeah, this got dark really quick. Izzy, hashtag Soylent Green, damn Skippy. Soylent is people. Let's see. Corey says learning some photo editing and how to dress or stitch wounds. That's actually a fantastic skill to learn. Not just the photo editing, but the learning how to stitch.
Wait.
Wounds, what?
Wait. Corey, are you and Haley like cutting each other in the house and then stitching each other up? Or like what the fuck's going on in your place?
Desperate times, man.
Oh.
I mean, you need an analog. What better than a real human?
He's I think she's got the Rona. I'm gonna cut it out of her.
Yeah. So, fun fact: you can learn to stitch wounds using banana peels.
Mm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep. Very, very helpful medium when you're just learning. Kind of like how tattoo artists learn on citrus, like mangoes and oranges and stuff. Yep.
Oh shit! I thought tattoo artists learned on drunk teenagers and prisoners.
I mean, they do that too.
Skin, I think.
Yeah, but pig skin, yeah.
Cool.
Leather, stuff like that. Yep. Let's see here. Okay, a lot of talk about oxalotls, which is apparently a Mexican lizard fish. Tim, I feel bad for you. I don't know what the hell those are, but kill them with fire. Let's see. Okay, and it just derailed. All right, so if I could come out of this learning anything. So I've already kind of started refining my coding and programming skills, and we're not plugged by them at all. We're not reimbursed or get any kickbacks for this. We're certainly not sponsored, for Christ's sake. Are you kidding me? Who in their right mind would do that? But there's several YouTubers that are, and Skillshare is actually pretty damn awesome learning platform. So if you can imagine all the helpful stuff that you can learn from searching for the right YouTube videos, it presents these videos in a very organized and proctored format with assignments and stuff. So you can learn things like photo editing. You can learn how to do coding, a bunch of other different stuff. It's kind of like masterclass, but not a bunch of useless bullshit. So I recommend you guys check that out. I mean, if you're stuck at the house anyway, it's very inexpensive. I think it's like $10 a month, if that. And yeah, it's really, really good stuff. I've actually struggled, despite having a career in computers, or beat booping, as Kent would say. I've actually really struggled with learning programming and coding. I know enough to be dangerous. I know enough to do my job. But in order for me to kind of advance to the next level and get to the point where I'm creating my own programs and applications and tools, I really need to refine my coding ability. So that's what I've kind of been working on in my spare time. With that being said, of course, becoming a better podcaster with my best friend, Kent Hauer.
Oh.
Yeah, we went there. Stop crying, Kent.
Oh. Yeah, dude. I don't know. You're just like a crafty fucking guy, though. You make knives and shit and T-shirts.
Yeah, here's the latest one.
Yeah. The not a clinch pick.
Not a clinch pick.
Is that what you're actually going to call that? No, you have a name. The Claw?
The claw fang. I haven't thought of something yet.
Fang.
Right now it's the little pokey thing.
That's even better.
Right? Little pokey thing? Why not? The LPT. There you go.
Ooh. That sounds a little like tactical mission firsty, and it's not. It's just a little
right.
pokey.
And it's good marketing because
that
if
is
you
good
put LPT, then people will want to look it up to see what it means.
Give it like some crazy nomenclature like the M100 LPT.
No, you got to put an XM in front of that. The XM 237 LPT or something.
Yeah. I'll probably steal something because, I'll probably steal an idea from like Aliens or something. Kent, that's another movie in space that has, you guessed it, aliens in it that like burst out of your chest and shit.
Is that the one Family Guy references where the big alien has a little alien come out of his mouth? It's like, I'm going to eat you with my little mouth, too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, all right.
What a wonderful reference.
Okay,
Most of my pop culture knowledge comes from Family Guy.
Yeah, so duly noted. Review all Family Guy footage for sci-fi movies that Kent might be somewhat familiar with.
Absolutely.
And
Conway Twitty. Or Twitty. What's his name?
Conway Twitty.
Twitty. I said Conway Titty, didn't I?
You tried, I think.
I might have had a mild stroke somewhere along the line.
Kent, are you okay? Do you smell almonds?
I smell toast.
God help us all. All right, let's see here. Sarah says, working on HMG stuff, of course, while wrangling 5 teenagers, trying to be nice to snitchy neighbors. Uh-oh, snitchy neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this could be interesting. And cooking with pantry food. Making and delivering sandwiches to Tom. Okay, well, since Sarah just won wife of the year.
All I'm saying, TJ, when's the last? How close is she right now? Could she reach you?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah. When's the last time Charlie made you a sandwich?
Actually?
1990, never?
No. No, actually, no. So fun fact, she used to, when I first started doing the knife making thing, I'd be down in my workshop, which was separate from the house, unlike what I've got now. And she would come down there late at night when I was working on making some knives and stuff, and she would actually bring me sandwiches. It's very nice.
That's sweet.
Yeah, she can be. Although now I'm starting to think they were people.
Yeah, really.
Soylent green sandwiches.
Oh, my God.
Soylent green sandwiches.
Genevieve, do you ever make John sandwiches?
No.
Yeah, see? Yeah.
Haha, that's what men call their penis, the little pokey thing reference.
I don't know about you. Mine is the adequate pokey thing.
We're gonna change the subject on these.
Oh, you're no fun.
I can't even contribute. I'm sad.
Yeah, it's true. I don't make sandwiches. Yeah, I don't think you did.
Izzy says beat booping since 1993. Taco. Cheers on the taco, brother. Let's see here. She's like, yeah. So Charlie doesn't make sandwiches. He lies. This is recently more true than you might think. Although she did make dinner tonight. That was nice. Breakfast for dinner. You guys ever have that?
Oh yeah,
the best.
Oh, right.
The very best.
The hard part, though, after you've had breakfast for dinner, is especially on a Friday night when you switch to vodka and you really want a cup of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Oh, let's see here. She does make good tacos. I will say that. Yeah, Charlie can tear up some tacos. Izzy, you and her would get along really well.
I really want tacos now.
Right? It's only like the 18th taco reference we've had in this
episode. Know. You guys are killing me.
Yeah.
I don't have the things to make tacos.
Yeah. So Sarah says she has 2 sous vide eye roast ready to sear up before I call it a night. Cheaper than boar's head. Okay, I think the only person out of our entire friend circle that's going to survive the apocalypse is going to be Sarah.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
I mean, she's my best friend, so I hope she'd take me with her.
maybe you're on the menu.
I was saying you would become
I know, right?
the eye roast.
So tender. So
I can
very
contribute
tender.
stuff.
Yeah, like tanks.
Yeah.
And Death Stars.
Death Stars.
And Death Stars, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Well, it makes total sense.
Oh, absolutely.
So you're going to need like a whole crew of clones to operate that Death Star.
Well, if you've already got the Death Star, is it really
I can
that
tell
much?
anybody to do anything I want. I have the Death Star.
Yeah, but you can't kill me with the Death Star by yourself. You need the
Okay.
dude with the reverse pointy hat to pull
Saying,
the lever.
like, I go around like cake or death style to all my neighbors and say, learn how to do this or die by my Death Star. And then I'll have a whole group of people who are running my Death Star.
So I think there's a more important question to ask here. If you're running the Death Star, are you Vader or are you Palpatine?
Ooh.
Probably Vader.
Got to have them force powers. Well, now Palpatine had force powers too. He had lightning fingers, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
I never saw Vader with no lightning fingers. I saw he caught fire really quick.
But no, I would have to be Vader because it's Coronapocalypse and everybody's wearing a mask.
Oh, yeah. What? Okay. Are we wearing masks or are we not wearing masks?
I don't know anymore.
I have no idea.
Apparently, I actually do know. Thanks, OCD. So, yeah, anything Corona related that's weird, I probably know because I spend hours of my time researching it for absolutely no good reason whatsoever.
That sounds healthy. That sounds real healthy to me.
Oh yeah, I'm keeping it together. Just fantastic.
You can take the dog for a walk, or you could read about all the ways to die from the coronavirus. It's fine.
You know. So a couple months ago, they were saying that people shouldn't be wearing them if they were not symptomatic because it was taking away masks from healthcare workers and people who needed them. However, now there's evidence showing that you can be highly contagious before you're symptomatic. So people who are going out are either non-symptomatic or they're immune to it or they're hosts for it. So they're kind of recommending that they wear one now to slow the spread, but they're saying that we can't use medical grade masks, so get creative. Like Trump said, wear a scarf around your face.
Jesus Christ.
I just want to point out the people that I work with made fun of me for having a respirator. Not so funny now, is it, guys?
I guess I don't know. So the thing you were telling me about earlier, TJ, with the dude in the purge mask.
Yeah, that
chilling
weirdo. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like that. I don't like people in masks.
Yeah, so
my wife works at a bank. I mean, what the fuck? So now everybody's gonna walk into the bank in a mask?
Yeah, so let's catch the listeners up. So from a story from my wife's ventures in essential personnel land. There was a dude hanging out near the pharmacy that was wearing a hoodie and gloves and a purge mask, not speaking or doing anything but sitting there or standing there very ominously. Probably a bad idea given the circumstances. My next question was, and the cops were called when? And Kent's first question was, and the fucker's dead now?
Yeah, really.
So, yeah, people don't be creepy. Come to find out, apparently this dude is mentally handicapped, and this is not the first time he's done some creepy shit like that. But besides in my opinion, like, okay, fine, like you kind of want to be sympathetic to him. Felix is here.
Who's a cool boy?
He's a good baby. He's like he wants.
Good, thank you.
He wants to give mommy kisses.
Sorry.
No, you never apologize for that, baby.
Mama wants the pumpkin.
So my take on, you want to be sympathetic, right? You know, if somebody's got, mental development issues or anything like that, that's one thing. You kind of want to, have a heart, not be a complete prick, but at the same time, like, dude, read the room, right? If for nothing else, for his own safety, because while you do it in a store and management removes you and then the cops handle you, what if you come across a person that doesn't take so kindly to that creepy shit and puts one in your chest.
That's what I always said about the people who dress up like clowns to scare people intentionally.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's a really quick way to die.
The halals. Have you ever seen those videos of the halals?
No.
They're a group of Muslim dudes who dress like suicide bombers and like prank people.
Yeah, that's a really good way to get fucking shot.
My man in Oklahoma tuned them up with like a 642 like 2 years ago.
Oh, little J-frame got to do some work, huh?
Yeah, homeboy whipped out his J-frame and nobody was laughing no more. I mean, let's be honest though, like the videos are pretty cartoonishly funny. Like, I don't know. I probably wouldn't have shot the guy either. He might as well have had like the Acme TMT thing, like from the Roadrunner Wile E. Coyote.
The plunger detonator.
Yeah, but I mean, still, don't be a dickhead in public.
No, here's the thing: we could point out that people like Ted Kaczynski and Jeffrey Dahmer and all these other psychos were mentally handicapped to some degree, right? They're all cute and you want to be sympathetic to them until they start eating you and telling you to put the lotion in the basket.
They're all cute. Lotion on its skin.
Oh my God, right? TJ, they're all cute.
It's all fun and games until someone's telling you you're going to get the hose again.
It's all fun and games until my man runs out and goes, wait, gets a shot timer and goes, let's see how good we do.
Yeah.
Shoot ready? Here it comes. Yeah.
No, we can't do that because then I'll immediately forget how to shoot.
No truer words have ever been spoken. Oh my God.
Yeah, case in point, a la the Modern Samurai Project class, where I burned it the fuck down, but I missed 3 targets.
Like 3 whole targets, not like down points, like
missed completely, just like
you forgot they were there, or
just like
no, he pewed at them. The pews just did not touch the cardboard.
So he said
fuckers were only like 6 feet from you too. I have no idea.
Wasn't that bad. So. And you could tell I felt worse for Kent because he's watching me this whole class. He's like, man, you're doing fine. You fucking smoking it, right? Like, this is my boy. Like, yeah, fucking get it, dude. Right? And then we get to the last event and everyone's running the stage in like high 6 second, low 7s.
I did wait, stop. I did something in 6 seconds.
Yes.
I can't even get out of this chair in 6 seconds.
Right. the average was like, in the 6 second range.
Oh, yeah.
Right. And like, I go up to do my first run and you could tell Ket's just like, oh shit, here he goes.
Yep.
Hit, last shot, read the timer, 5:12. And he's like, yeah, man. And then they go to count him and it's like Alpha Charlie, Mike.
Yeah.
Mike.
Scott was like, dude, that was fucking up.
Yeah.
Two.
Yeah.
Mike. AC. Mike. I'm like, oh no.
Isn't that the worst too when you messed up and then they start reading it out loud and it's like, just stop.
I almost don't believe that bullets came out of the gun. I mean, the muzzle might as well have been right here on the target. How you missed that one that you ran up on and missed it?
Yeah, well.
You fucking fixed bayonets on that last one and you missed it.
I might as well have.
Oh my God.
Just
like, I make knives, motherfucker.
So thank you, Tim. So Apache Solution got my bag. He said, I bet you looked cool as shit though, dude. Damn right.
God,
one of the few things I do when I look cool, I just fail miserably.
Yeah, there is no question.
So
we all looked cool. It looked great on the grams. Nobody hit nothing.
I thought it was really funny because you saw Scott's face because he put out the challenge like, I will beat everybody here by 2 seconds.
Yeah, then you post up a 5 and he's like, oh, fuck. Oh, wait, never mind. He missed all that shit. It's good.
Yeah.
Your hit factor was like not there. What's his hit factor? 0.
Is it possible to be negative?
Yeah. The target somehow shot TJ.
Yeah. Oh, that was great times. So with that, we are getting up onto that about that time.
Can I tell one more funny story from that class, actually?
Yeah, fuck it. Why not? It's Friday.
You Tennesseans. This fucking guy. So we've been in this class together this whole 2 days, right? And Scott throws me the nook and is like, yo, set me up the stage and put everybody's names and shit in it so that we could score this. I'm like, yeah, all right. So, like, most of the dudes in the room by this point, I already knew their name because it's been, 16 hours together. But there's one guy who I never caught his name. I walked up to him. I said, hey, man, what's your name? Man.
Apparently, that's a sound effect.
I'm sorry? Man. Bro, you gonna... How you spell that? I'm sorry, what? He goes, is there something wrong with you, boy? I'm like, dude, I'm having some trouble understanding what you're saying.
No,
so now I'm playing like guessing game. It's like, man, I'm like, Finn?
He called in his translator. I was like, dude, his name's Ben.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Well, no, like if you'd have heard the drawing, I was like, TJ, give me some Southern Comfort fucking translator over here. He's like, his name is Ben. I'm like, well, fuck, I'm putting it in. He looks at me and goes, is that hard? I'm like, oh my God. Fucking dude. He was a damn good shooter though, and a good dude.
Yeah, everybody in that class was
couldn't figure out his name. He's standing there looking at me like, did this guy have a stroke or something? What is wrong with you?
Yeah, but now you'll never forget his name.
No, man. It'll be like
it haunts his dreams. He wakes up in cold sweats going, "Bam!"
Yeah, exactly.
So
and then Sophie looks at you and goes, "Did you just make a sound of a sheep?"
Yeah. Wouldn't be the first time that's happened in bed. Anyway. Yeah.
That's a story.
That is a story.
See, Genevieve, see what you missed by not coming down for these classes. You gotta come to the next one.
Apparently, jeez.
Yeah. Anyway,
I mean, I don't know if you'd want me to come. I can actually hit things when I shoot at them.
Oh,
well, then Kent can just claim a new best friend. That's
the gauntlet.
I'll just carry the range bags. I'll be the mag stiff for the class.
The mag
stiff. That's so funny. The mag stiff. Dudes are texting. Who the fuck is? Jesus Christ! Don't text me while I'm on the goddamn podcast and ask me stuff about the podcast. That's not how this works, Corey. Jesus. Sorry. We're so professional.
Get it together, cornbread. Jeez.
Jesus, cornbread.
That cornbread, he's a tough fella.
He is. What was I gonna say? No, Genevieve, for real though. You gotta. There's classes coming up. You gotta come to them.
I mean, sure, but not if they're within the next couple months.
Oh,
like the next 2 months.
It'll be fine in May.
I'm not doing it, man.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Actually, this is a good topic to end on. When are things going to be, in your mind, back to normal?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think that it will never be back to normal.
Right.
Whatever that was before this. I think the world has been changed irrevocably because of this, whether people realize it or not. I mean, people are going to always be more conscious of being sanitary, and people are going to forevermore be extra paranoid. And, on top of all of that, the government just decided who gets to make money, and everybody just took it. So now they know that they can do that.
Not everybody. Not everybody took it.
Not everybody, but enough people did that this is a thing that's happening right now. And that's really sad in my opinion. But I don't really know. I mean, so I've been training for that huge bike race in June, and I don't even think that that's going to happen. I mean, I think events are going to keep being canceled for the next few months, at least. I think things are going to unravel, and they're going to get a lot worse before they get better, honestly.
All right. That was depressing. It's very depressing.
I'm a realist. I don't know what to say.
No, I get it. So at what point will you be comfortable returning to your, what will be the sign to you that it's okay to return to normal life?
I don't really know what that would be.
Because it damn sure ain't going to be the government telling you it's okay. You're not going to buy that.
So it's, with me particularly, it's difficult. Having OCD, this whole thing has been really challenging in that way. And Apache Solutions is depressed now. Don't be depressed. But, every day I'm nervous to go to the grocery store, if I'm being honest. And I know that that's my anxious brain overreacting. So I just have to tell myself, it's silly for me to think that I'm going to be able to stay in my house for the next year and never get sick, right? There's always threats that are out there all the time. And there always have been before this. This is just the one that everybody's focusing on right now. So, staying in forever and just overreacting is exactly that. It's overreacting. Like there's always a chance of harm or death when we leave the house or when we get up in the morning, you know? So just taking everything one moment at a time. And what I'm more concerned about is I think a lot of us were exposed to it at SHOT Show, to be totally honest. That might be a conversation for a different time. But what I'm more concerned about is passing it on to someone who wouldn't be able to fight it off if I, you know, am carrying it or have it and don't know that I do. So I'm trying to look out for people around me. So I guess maybe when we have more knowledge of the situation, like how to treat it and things like that, you know, we don't have enough information right now. And I'd rather not have to deal with that personally or with anyone that I know until we have more information on how to treat it.
All right. What about you, TJ? Same question.
I've got to echo with Genevieve. I don't think it's ever going to be the same. I don't think it's going to go back to normal. I think that there's pluses and minuses to the changes that are going to be made, right, in the way that we kind of live as Americans. I think people being more health conscious and being more sanitary is a good thing. There are some dirty people out on this planet. If you don't believe me, wait till your kids get into school. No, I'm serious. People treat public school like daycare these days. So, oh, you've got pneumonia and a highly contagious form of the flu? Yeah, go on to school, little Johnny. The nurse will call me because, you know, daddy can't miss work or mommy can't miss work. And these are justifiably and understandable, like, concerns that adults have, right? But hopefully people will start taking it more seriously that, oh, wow, little Johnny's sick or little Jane's sick. We actually need to keep them home now, right? So I think that's kind of a good thing. I think it kind of depresses me that, you know, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to burn any money that I get from the government. In my opinion, it was my money to begin with. They're just giving it back to me. As somebody who pays a shitload of taxes and still ends up owing, I'm okay to take the money. However, what I don't like is the vast majority of the people that took it and were like, oh, it's all better now. We'll listen to everything the government tells us because we just sold off our liberty. Right?
Did anybody get that money yet?
No, they said like 3 to 4 weeks for it to get sent out. But
I saw like the best meme ever. If I could just like interject in there real quick, because it has to do with what you're saying. Do you guys know the SpongeBob episode where he like puts his hands over his head and like it makes a rainbow or whatever, and they use it in a lot of memes. So it was like give 25% of your annual income to taxes and get 2% of it back. Stimulus.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, but like I said, I mean, I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. You know, I've got bills to pay. I've got mouths to feed. But with that being said, I'm certainly not celebrating the idea. Right. I much rather would have. Also, I think what really bothers me the most about that whole stimulus thing is because the government did it. And like all things in the government, look at all the shit all the pork.
Yeah, I'm so glad we're funding the fucking Kennedy Center.
Yeah,
thank God.
The money
Kennedy Center needed more money.
Yeah, and that's just one example of the laundry list of shit that got money that didn't need it and has nothing to do with the epidemic that's going on. I would have much rather have said, okay, here's $1,000 or $1,500, or we're not going to fund all this other useless, non-essential stuff, and instead we're going to give it to the money back to more people that could really benefit from it. Right? Like, I've still got a job. If I didn't get it, fine. Okay, whatever. But there is so much more good that could have been done with that money. And to see the government waste it like that, really, I think that's what bothers me the most out of that whole thing.
Well, I think everyone is using this situation to campaign right now.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, and I'll tell you exactly when things are going to get back to normal. Probably 2 or 3 weeks before November 2nd.
Yep.
I don't disagree with you there.
Yep.
2 or 3 weeks before November 2nd. And all of a sudden, that the veil will be lifted and all will be well, and it'll be okay to leave your house completely and return back to business as usual.
Just in time to vote.
Right? Exactly. So I don't believe in coincidences, but that's when I think everything will be told. Well, that's when we will be told that everything's hunky-dory, right? So, yeah, I think if we could learn anything from this, I really hope that people understand that, you know, being prepared and being able to take care of yourself and your family is vital. I truth be told, I love all the new gun owners that we've got out of this deal, right? If it's a shitty situation, but we got to look at the silver lining somewhere. That's that many more people that are now presumably coming closer to our side of the argument, especially when they realize that, oh, the cops will come help you, I don't need a gun, is no longer an argument, when at the drop of a hat, like a really bad flu, is enough to keep the cops from responding to anything other than egregious, grossly violent incidents. Right? So that includes, by the way, burglary, breaking and entering, assault. They're not coming. So more power to you. Good luck. So yeah, it's there's some benefits there, but yeah, it's going to be ugly for quite some time. It's going to be ugly for quite some time. So Kent, you posed the question. I'm curious what your thoughts are.
Well, I'm thinking May 1st, I'm going to start going back to some semblance of normal life, because I need to, because income is fucking not just going to always be there, and I'm not going to rely on the government, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I fucking okay, so I canceled our April 25th class. All fucking 7 dudes got their refunds. That sucks. Sick of fucking canceling stuff and everything like that. So I'm not talking about canceling anything in May yet. I think that the number of positive cases is going to spike over the next 2 weeks, not because the virus is going to all of a sudden take off, but because a bunch more people will get tested that have had it for a while and have been positive this whole time and just now all of a sudden are positive. So I think the numbers are going to go, holy fuck, there's 800,000 people that have this. It's like, well, fucking, they've had it for 6 weeks or more now and they're not dead. Not to belittle it, but like, you know, there's going to be a lot more positives. I think it's going to come out that everything that dies within the next 6 months that is positive for coronavirus died of coronavirus. I mean, you could have 100% blockage in 3 heart valves, but if you had coronavirus when you died, you're going to have died of coronavirus. Which I think
that just happened.
Yeah, like I think that's going to be a lot more prevalent. I think we're going to find out that this is in some way intentional. The Chinese were trying to do something and it got out of hand, or maybe they actually did this on purpose, or maybe whatever. Much like fucking, you know, where Jimmy Hoffa is and who shot JFK and all this. This will be like one of those other things in our lives that we never really know for sure.
If not, it'll be dismissed as such.
And I'm going to say something that is both very positive because of our privilege and our status in this world, and very negative at the same time. I remember I was in my formative years during 9/11, and every one of us said we wouldn't forget, right? Every one of us. No, I won't forget. I won't forget. I'll always have that fucking firefighter flag, blah, blah, blah. We won't forget. You motherfuckers forgot. Every year, right? You know, fewer and fewer people pay tribute to that. And look at all the craziness that's ensued with the wars in the Middle East, and you know, people who I love and care about having sacrificed almost everything, and in some cases everything over there. We don't even know for what. I think our country is privileged enough that we will be able to forget this. I do not think that is the case in a lot of other parts of this world.
Right.
So, like, whether it takes us 2 months or 6 months, most of us are not going to starve. Most of us are not going to have our lights shut off. Most of us are not going to be in full-scale economic peril. And, you know, the truth of this is that there are people all around this world. I'm starting to sound like fucking Sarah McLachlan, like Save the Puppies or something. But there's people all around the world who have to live with all kinds of shit like this. I mean, my son was born in the best place in this whole world, and I'm very grateful for that. And we're not going to let this fucking nonsense beat us, no more than we let anything else that's ever happened beat us. And it's sad. And nothing that I'm saying, like, if you're, God forbid, if your loved one or somebody you care about is affected by this, I'm so sorry. And that really is hard. But, we'll get past it. If nothing else, it gets you an extra show every week of ours. So, is that positive? So, what do we got in the chat here?
It all got quite somber when we started getting to this topic.
Yeah, I know, right? I feel like we are the only firearms instructors in the area that shut down. Folks are still doing classes all over. Yeah, Tim, dude, I'm not shutting down privates because if another person wants to come out with me and we both want to make an adult agreement between the two of us, that's our business. So I'm not shutting down private classes, but I had to shut down the group class on the 25th. I just couldn't in good conscience risk something like that. And I don't know. I hope we don't have to keep, it's kind of fucked for me. Both my businesses are super seasonal and I'm supposed to be making money right now and neither one of them are. But, I hope for the sake of the training community that a lot of us are able to weather the storm. And I don't want to see, there's so many good new up and coming younger training companies that are not as financially stable as some of the bigger outfits. I would hate to lose anybody to this. Not in a literal sense, but in a business figurative sense. I don't want to see anybody, content creators, stop doing what they're doing because their revenue stream dries up, which is always if you're in business doing anything, you're always afraid of your revenue stream drying up. That's like the first thing anybody fears. So that's a shame, but we'll get through it like we do everything else. And, life goes on.
Indeed it does. So with that, folks, I think that about wraps it up for this.
We probably should have done that
Friday.
Fucking first.
Yeah.
We really probably should have done that first.
Yeah. Anyway.
I'd like to get back to Magstis.
You live and learn, right?
Yeah.
But with that, Genevieve, as always, it is an absolute pleasure to have you join us on the podcast. As we are closing down for the night, what do you have in parting to say?
I'm really happy to be here hanging out with you guys. I think we're all kind of going a little bit stir crazy. And I really hope that everybody is as focused on, I know this sounds really corny, on their self-care and their mental health as they are focused on guns and survival and all of that other stuff, because it's all incredibly important. And we need to be able to take care of ourselves, especially when things are so different. So I hope that everybody is doing that and that everyone is as okay as they can be and we all stay safe. That's all I got.
Oh, absolutely. Kent, what about you, buddy?
I'm saying it right now in the chat. There we go. Thank you, everybody who participates in these and listens and likes and shares and favorites and hearties and whatever, subscribes, all that good stuff. Thanks for keeping us going. Thank you, dudes and dudettes in the chat. Really appreciate y'all coming out and having some fun with us. It's always good to have an active chat where we don't feel like we're yelling into an echo chamber. That's always cool. I emailed all you dudes for April 25. I've heard back from 6 out of 8 of you, but you all already got a refund from me. So if you heard me say tonight, what the fuck, I didn't know the class was canceled. Number 1, check your email. Number 2, you already got your refund. So rather than fucking around and trying to reschedule or whatever, I think that's just the best business policy, and that's how I'll be moving forward on this stuff. So anything that GMD has to cancel due to COVID will just be refunded, because I can't in good conscience keep your money, and the world's a scary place right now. That being said, I got a lot of time on my hands, so we're reloading. We're filming a lot of content more than I usually do. TJ and I are going to keep these podcasts coming. And, do something in your community. Help your neighbors, help your friends, write funny shit on Facebook, keep people smiling. Funny memes are good. And if I see one more of y'all motherfuckers posting some third-party nonsense about how the lizard people are coming from outer space to help Joe Rogan take over the country with the coronavirus or whatever other stupid fucking bullshit, I'm fucking sick of it. Stop this.
Forward all of it to me. I want to read all of it.
Oh, my God. The Clintons are not butt-diddling children in Central Park under the tents. That's not happening.
No, they had a whole island for that.
Well, they did. That's not happening. Let's see what else isn't happening. Not everybody who is type A positive is going to die. That's also not a thing.
I'm still here.
Right. And one more of you motherfuckers with these third-party, well, my cousin's a doctor, and he says, and your fucking cousin failed dental school. Stop it. Just stop it. Stop posting and promoting and resharing nonsense. If you have good, legitimate sourcing and good, legitimate information, share it. Mm-hmm. But you're not helping anybody right now. You're scaring the fuck out of everybody. My mom literally thinks that everything on the internet is a real thing, probably. Stop it. You're not helping. There.
I like how you qualified that with probably.
Yeah.
Outstanding, folks. As always, like I said, love both of you guys. Absolutely great time in the podcast this evening. So, guys, just a quick heads up. Back by popular demand, Tim Herron will be joining Kent and I again next week on Tuesday for our regularly scheduled podcast. So please swing on by and join us in the live chat for that. Had some great questions coming through last time. Really looking forward, and my eye is itching, so that is just throwing me all off.
Dude, you just touched your eye.
I'll be okay.
What color do you want your casket? Fuck.
This square you guys see me in, like this right here, I haven't left in like 3 weeks. I'm fine.
That's not even abnormal for him.
No, it's not. I'm a ginger. I'm used to avoiding sunlight. Okay. But yeah, either way, back to what I was saying, Tim Herron's coming back. Please be sure to tell your friends to come on by and get some amazing knowledge and exposure with Tim Herron. Fantastic guy, fantastic instructor, and a damn fine shooter too. He knows how to pew really well. So with that, folks, looking forward to seeing you all there. If you're new to the podcast, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends, send them on over, and by all means, feel free to communicate with us in chat. We love a live chat room, and we love answering any questions and addressing any comments you might have. Feel free to find and follow Genevieve at beyond.the.unknown on Instagram. The Gun Collective, of course, on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. Kent at Green Mountain Defense on the Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And, of course, I'm TJ, your friendly lead sling and ginger on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook, all the same. With that, folks, God bless you all. Take care of each other. Wash your hands.